All right, guys, I want to make this video real quick because MicroStrategy is a crazy company. Michael Saylor, who runs MicroStrategy, is insane what he's doing, guys. I've known about him for years, since like 2021, back when I was in Bitcoin. As you guys may know, 12 months ago, I sold all my Bitcoin, bought gold, which was an amazing decision because Bitcoin's only up 18% in 12 months. Well, gold is up over 40% in 12 months. So gold is up way more. And gold is way more stable. But that's besides the point. We're not talking about gold in this video. This is about MicroStrategy. If you guys don't know, MicroStrategy is one of the big players in Bitcoin, one of the biggest players. They're in like the top 10 of all Bitcoin. But what they're doing is extremely sketchy. And I've heard about this, but I've never done the research on it because I got out of Bitcoin 12 months ago, so I didn't care. But I knew things were sketchy. So if we look at MicroStrategy's market cap right here, their estimated worth, it's $75 billion. What Michael Saylor is doing is he's taking out debt from the stocks to buy Bitcoin. So he's leveraging his position on Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes down, MicroStrategy is completely in the gutter. It's fucked. But the more crazy part about that is if we scroll down here and we look at the financials, if we look at their revenue, they only made $120 million in December 2024. I think that's the whole year of 2024. That's the year, right? 120 million, but that's revenue. Their net income was negative 670 million. So if I'm getting this right, guys, if I'm getting this right, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, this is just like quick things I'm looking at here. But they lost $670 million in 2024. And I heard MicroStrategy as a company is completely failing. Like if you look at their stock, look, this is when they got into Bitcoin right here. That's when it finally started to go up. But if we look at their stock for like 30 years, it did practically nothing. It had a peak all the way back in the year 2000 because what I heard is they got into tech stocks. And then remember, there was the tech boom. So ever since the tech implosion of 2000, this is before I was born. This is like a year before I was born even. Ever since then, up until 2021, when they got into Bitcoin, another bubble, if you want to call it that. Yeah, so they're leveraging so much money to buy Bitcoin, and they're leveraging it against their stock. And if you think their stock is worth $75 billion when their revenue is only $120 million and their net income is negative 670 million. Oh my God, this is so much worse than I thought. Like, guys, please correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm right about this and like what I'm seeing here are the right numbers, holy shit, it is like a million times worse than I thought it was. Oh my God. I think MicroStrategy could be the reason that Bitcoin has its major crash in 2026, 2027. Because if you know anything about Bitcoin, it moves in 4-year cycles. So every 4 years after a halving, Bitcoin will go up. And then every 4 years at a certain time, for example, 2018, it went down. 2022, it went down. And now, if you line it up, 2022, what's 4 years from 2022? 2026, it's 2025. So next year, Bitcoin is lined up for a bear market. And I think MicroStrategy might be the catalyst for this because in 2022, it was Celsius and FTX. And in 2018, because I was there, it was BitConnect. So there's always a reason why every 4 years Bitcoin crashes. And I think MicroStrategy going bankrupt or at least failing to meet their debts on their leverage positions could be the reason Bitcoin crashes majorly in 2026. We'll see. This is crazy stuff, guys.